Well, at least the bus ride was fun. Detroit City get embarrassed here tonight at SeatGeek Stadium. Final score, Chicago Fire 4, Detroit City 0. Let's go over the goal scores here. Early on, Hugo Kuipers breaks through the City defense and puts it into the back of the net in the 4th minute of play. And, it was a harbinger of things to come for Detroit City FC. They did defend well, however, throughout the first half, despite the many chances that Chicago had. They defended well. However, though, a corner attempt in the 35th minute of play resulted in a play in which Hugo Kuipers was involved in it once again. This time, a header going directly to Darren Smith, who puts it in the back of the net. 2-0 at the half in favor of the Chicago Fire. Omari Glasgow in the 49th minute of play, just getting out of the half. What do you say here? Brilliant ball here. 3-0 at that point, and then Marin Selassie in the 79th minute. Another one, just like that, just like the last one. It's just, like I said, very disappointing night for Detroit City SC. Final score, Chicago Fire 4, Detroit City 0. The tired legs got to them, it looks like, and Chicago Fire looked like they were the faster team out on the pitch tonight for pretty much a good portion of the game. Only 1 minute of stoppage time in the first half. It was a mercy deal for the second half. No stoppage time whatsoever. So, what can you say? I mean, it was a very disappointing evening. Detroit City eliminated from the Open Cup. Steve, what'd you think about this?
Steve Polysevic here at the City Clubhouse tonight. And what do I say? That was not a great game. Literally, Detroit City FC was literally destroyed in every act. And, oh, brother, the mood was not good, especially after Darren Smith, who has been doing really well, unfortunately got caught up in a quarter kick, and the ball hit his body, and then went in for an own goal. We were still hoping, still praying that they would make a comeback like they have done a bunch of times. But no, after the third goal went in, it was just like, And then the big ladies sung a tune in red and sung them out. They almost had, Chicago almost had a fifth goal, but unfortunately that was called offside. But yeah, when you get blown out 16-0 in the first half on shot alone, oh my God, that was it. Incidentally, the Chicago Fire expected goals, with goals possibly being scored, was over almost 4.5. So it was a disappointing night for City. The fans are a little bit disappointed. I think when the score got out of hand, they left. So it was not fun. Oh, by the way, I would like to say the only fun highlight was near the end of the first half when Carlos Sandala saved a goal. He was out of position. Thank God for Team Carroll. He knocked it out of the line, and I hate to say it, that was the only good City highlight of the entire game, but man, it was frustrating, and considering, like I said, it's very tough to be an MLS side just entering the side. So, I'll see you, Matt Cat, when we get back to Hamtramck, talk the game before the Hartford game. I'll see you later. So long.
Thank you, Steve. Like I said, it was just very frustrating night here at SeatGeek Stadium, but at least give kudos. And I want to, let's bring it over, Sam. Bring it over, Sam. I want you to look at this throng of Detroit City fans that came out tonight. Look at this throng of Detroit City fans that have come out tonight for this game. And I'll tell you what, if that's not dedication, I don't know what is. If that's not dedication. We had 2 busloads come in for this road trip. And fun time, definitely a fun time on the bus for sure. And I'll tell you what, I mean, a lot of people say, hey, no more bus trips, but you know what, the camaraderie, the fellowship, being with some of the supporters here tonight, it was well worth it. Kudos to Sean Mann and everybody at Detroit City for making, and Rasad Norris and everybody there for making this happen. I'll tell you what, this is the fun part was coming down here. We had a good time coming down here. Obviously, listening to some music, having some beverages. Great tailgate out, obviously, before the game as well. So, I mean, we try to make them feel like they were at home. But, unfortunately, though, things did not work out the right way for them. But, as a podcaster, as another fellow podcaster would say, we go onward, and we go onward to take this Saturday night as Detroit City SC travels to Trinity Health Stadium to take on the Hartford Athletic, who have been very dismal, to say the least, throughout the year. So, I mean, hopefully they can get back on their feet again. I believe that is a 7 o'clock kickoff. Let me check that real quick here on the phone. Thank you, Sam, for following me around here. She's my go-to tonight here in Chicago. So, trying to pull up the stat here. Here we go. So, okay. Love doing these on the fly here before we get it. 6 o'clock start on Saturday night from Trinity Health Park. You can catch the game on the usual channels, CBSDetroit.com throughout the state of Michigan, WKBD, CW Detroit 50 with the game, and ESPN Plus as well for that matchup on Saturday night from Hartford. And then another road game for them. The last of that 4-game road trip will come the following Sunday over in Birmingham, the Sunday special, as you know. But coming up, just want to go over a couple other Open Cup games from tonight. Let's just say the big one, Pittsburgh Riverhounds defeat New York City FC by a score of 1-0. Let's see here. Beto Drach with the goal in the 6th minute of stoppage time was the victor for Pittsburgh tonight. Other games including Rhode Island losing to New England. Maxi Rodriguez scored a goal in that one. Tampa Bay getting blasted by Orlando by a score of 5-0. Lou City loses to Minnesota. They just can't get it done in the Open Cup. Minnesota United wins 1-0. And then there's one game in progress. I won't tell you about that, but you'll find out more on Saturday on Soccer Night in Detroit. Steve and I will be with you Saturday previewing the Hartford match. And until then, we're heading on the bus back to Chicago. We will talk to you Saturday. Until then, folks, keep your feet in the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.